Marder hanging around, not really doing much, and there we finally go. The mortar half-track, as I really have been hoping he would be getting, to clear out the enemy infantry, support teams, and generally be a nuisance. 2 airborne already going down to mortar fire. And we see the Americans engaged right here and forced to pull back, suffering some losses. The airborne retreating right through the German lines, down to 3 men. And these riflemen are quickly finding themselves under fire from assault grenadiers and regular panzer grenadiers moving in. These assault grenadiers apparently having some camouflage smocks, I do believe, over their regular uniforms. And if you look carefully, I do believe you can spot the actual Wehrmacht uniforms they're supposed to be having right under it, or at least parts of it. And oh dear, just as I zoom in on this poor fellow, he gets sniped. I don't hope it's some sort of curse I'm carrying. There we go. 9 kills, quite the vicious little fellow. Armored car moving in and mortar rounds trying to hit as well. A bit of friendly fire and standing right in front of the machine gun emplacement, perhaps not the best place to position itself. And again, no coordination, really just a few units, not the Marder, not the Panzer Grenadiers, not anything to actually try and put some pressure on him. I really feel it's been a bit of a weak effort so far. Panzer Grenadiers being reinforced. Let's go have a look back at the Kampfgruppe. Still no doctrine chosen, it seems. And going for a Panzer Support Command this time around. The Americans setting up for an assault right in the center. Numerous riflemen and the airborne going to hammer right through the central lines where there aren't really anything to hold, where there isn't anything to hold the line. Marder certainly going to find itself in a lot of trouble, not built to deal with infantry. And it does pull back. The only thing currently to hold the line is an armored car and those Panzer Grenadiers with Gewehr 43s. Perhaps the mortar can open a bit of fire on the American troops, but we'll have to see. Another Marder. I don't know entirely sure why he's getting further Marders, what he's expecting. There we go, numerous assault rifle equipped Panzer Grenadiers moving in, forcing the airborne to retreat. Dual sticky bombs going off on the armored car, blowing it up. Oh dearie me. And the riflemen are desperately trying to get out of all the fire offered by the automatic weapons of the Panzer Grenadiers and assault grenadiers. And this spot is still more or less open, although the Singularity has set up his heavy machine gun in a slightly more backwards and supporting position instead of right up in his opponent's face, where the opponent can calculate for it, instead opting for a slightly more surprising position, meaning he will only be able to discover it when he's in enemy territory and when it's firing, meaning less time to prepare. We see the Kettenkrantz scouting ahead and a medic station going up from Captain Singular at this moment. Certainly about time, and a tank depot, which would certainly validate all of Gulcasa's Marder freeze, but at the same time it might not have been necessary had he used the resources for something else, something perhaps a bit more useful. And we see that he has gone for Luftwaffe, getting the Fallschirmjäger, some of the most elite German infantry in the entire Wehrmacht, and equip them with the FG-42 Fallschirmjäger Gewehr 42. Acted as both an LMG and a rifle, and essentially it was a bit of an assault rifle, one of the earliest in fact. Quite lethal. And it is so in the games. One of the most dangerous units to encounter in the game is a Fallschirmjäger team equipped with FG-42s and veterancy 3 offensive. And we see the Americans lining up for another assault, being spotted on all sides. But these airborne won't know what hit them when they encounter their opposite number in the German armed forces. We see riflemen moving in alongside a sniper going after the mortar half-track. One airborne trooper going down, dual sticky bombs going off on the mortar half-track, heavily damaging it. Fallschirmjäger moving in for the kill, jumping out of cover and out of hiding, firing away at their airborne comrades. Airborne finding themselves slowed down and exhausted, certainly not good, and now being fired away by the FG-42s. Will there be anyone killed? And yes, there we go, one airborne down. Now they really should concentrate on the riflemen who have just knocked out the mortar half-track, but instead the Fallschirmjäger seems keen on moving in after the airborne. Armored car moving in from the north to provide fire support. Grenades going off. Blowing up quite a bit, and a Fallschirmjäger goes down to sniper fire, forcing the last one to retreat, while the American sniper pulls back once more. But there we go, armored car moving in, doing a lot of damage, might even kill him. Oh, will he? Will he? Most certainly looks like it. And there we go, sniper is dead. Rather veteran sniper, in fact, quite the loss. And these martyrs still aren't doing an awful lot, only one kill on one of them. Certainly a impressive looking war machine though. Made on the chassis of the Panzer 38T, a Czechoslovakian tank which the Germans used a lot of after they had annexed Czechoslovakia, or at least Czech part of it. So a bit of quiet as the Americans are once more rallying around, preparing for another assault. Gulcasa holding the line. Further assault grenadiers and whatnot moving ahead, and we see a second Fallschirmjäger team on the field, once more being equipped with FG-42s and once more setting up in cover right behind this wooden fence. And Fallschirmjäger in cover go into ambush mode, meaning that when they break out of it, firing at the enemy, they will gain quite the bonus in terms of accuracy and damage. I do believe we see a grenade going off from the airborne, not doing much except blow up a tree. And these riflemen are running straight into the Fallschirmjäger, opening up with their FG-42s, cutting down numerous riflemen in seconds. Quite bloody, and again sticky bombs on the armored car. Panzer Grenadiers moving in with assault rifles from the south, slaughtering the riflemen. And what is this? A M-Force German has joined the fight, but there is no infantry supported. And will these martyrs move in for the kill and deal with this Sherman, possibly blow up some of the emplacements as well? And there we go. Both shots absolutely not penetrating. Absolutely amazing for the American commander. For I'm sure Mr. Gulcasa is swearing a bit at that one. Sandbags and a 50 caliber gun mounted, and I do believe actually that the sandbags on the front was a modification that was quickly ordered removed, since there was a chance it might actually ruin the sloping of the armor, thus actually reversing the effect of it and making it easier for German tanks to penetrate the armor. And we see Panzer Grenadiers once more setting up for an attack. American infantry trying to this time flank around instead of going for the head-on approach, but I do believe something will be needed to carry the attention of the German troops while these flank around. And there is nothing then, and they'll probably be spotted by this strategic point, giving the Kampfgruppe time to react. And there we go, martyrs opening fire. Fallschirmjäger being the first infantry to lead the attack. Apparently the other Fallschirmjäger are now moving in as well. Grenades going off, not doing much at all, if anything. Fallschirmjäger skillfully dodging it. And what is this? Light anti-tank half-track will probably immobilize this German. There we go, destroyed engine. And one martyr already heavily damaged, might soon be knocked out. There we go. Second martyr immobilized as well, but it does manage to take out the Sherman tank before it will probably be overwhelmed by the airborne with the recoilless rifles. Panzer Grenadiers really need to look and get out of there before they're cut down by the BAR equipped riflemen. The BAR just being a recent acquisition, and we see assault rifle equipped Panzer Grenadiers and assault grenadiers taking on the riflemen. One wrecked Marder going down in smoke, leaving only the wreck of the second one. And we see the Panzer Grenadiers exchanging fire with the airborne. Certainly not looking in the favor of the airborne, albeit they are veterans too, which certainly makes them tougher and more lethal with their carbine rifles. And the airborne are finally forced to pull out of there. Still no attempt by Gulcasa to move in here, put a bit of pressure on the enemy, despite the fact that he'll probably then run straight into this heavy machine gun in this nice little building.
Butterfly bombs are now available to use against the
and we see butterfly bombs and Henschel strafing run. Preparing for supporting missions. And nothing much else from the Panzer Grenadiers Kampfgruppe Gulcasa. Standing around.
Infantry unit destroyed. Go on to new target.
And looks like the Panzer Grenadiers are having fun taking shots at the medics, trying to get away some of the wounded airborne. Fallschirmjäger and Panzer Grenadiers are moving in,
Ready to pass on orders.
but still no greater movement from Gulcasa at the moment. Not entirely sure what he's up to. Getting dual martyrs again. Oh dear. Airborne moving in also from the left. Fallschirmjäger holding the main flank. Panzer Grenadiers being suppressed. And now the Fallschirmjäger being as well. Certainly not looking good. Might force the entire German defense to crumble and fall away, since they won't be able to fight if pinned. Slowly trying to get out of the range of the BAR equipped riflemen, but they'll stay suppressed as long as someone is firing on them and they don't get in time to recover. One Panzer Grenadier team is almost gone, I suspect, but there we go, managed to get away. And now it is a full rout, while only a single anti-tank half-tank and a small team of Panzer Grenadiers with assault rifles are there to hold things together. Airborne dodging around from cover to cover, running away from the assault rifle equipped Panzer Grenadiers, and there we go. And we see the dual martyrs once more hitting the field, and once more won't certainly be doing a lot for most of the match, I suspect. Although it looks like Mr. Singular is getting something out of his tank depot. Perhaps a Sherman, perhaps an M10, or perhaps something completely different. Only time will tell.
Reinforcements ready for deployment.
And we see the Panzer Support Command being researched, probably meaning either Panzer IV or an attempt at getting the Panther, and butterfly bombs being dropped somewhere. Not sure where. Oh, there we go. Right